Enduring all the unbearable hardships encountered on the way, with determination of heart, Raghavan's army marched for hundreds of miles through forest paths and mountain passes and almost reached the border of Assam. There was a big disappointment for that heroic freedom fighter. Every soldier in that force left the idea that they were going to reach New Delhi by then. They only wanted to step inside India's borders and die for the freedom of India and for Netaji. But it turned out that the wish was impossible. The soldiers of the Indian Freedom Army, who had come before them, had already entered the territory of India, and fought a great heroic battle at the Imphal front. Among them were many Aravan and Abhimanyu, who showed unparalleled prowess. They stood and fought in some places at the rate of 10 British soldiers for every one free soldier. But, what's the point? How will their effort be successful when India wants to achieve Sattvic freedom? Thousands of American airships arrived in support of British rule. Not enough Japanese airplanes arrived to support Indian freedom fighters and Japanese soldiers. Little Japan has put her foot above her power. It was not able to compensate the enemies who surrounded and attacked from all sides. Because of this, Japanese soldiers who entered India and independent Indian soldiers mostly had to give up their lives. A few had to cross the Indian border back again and enter Burma. In this way, the soldiers in the front died, while others were coming back. Captain Raghavan's army had recently arrived at the border of India, and stayed in the jungle. The food that had been brought with him was melting very quickly. They were experiencing unspeakable agony, not knowing if they were going to go back, or to move forward. Dr. Raghavan was in the same state of mind. The people, Burmese and Indians, who gathered on both sides, were enthusiastic when the Indian Freedom Army marched through the colorful streets for the war. The rain showered and sent greetings. Instead of going to New Delhi and hoisting the flag, we are returning to Rangoon. How will those people welcome us? What will Revthi say? How will her heart beat when she hears that the Indian Freedom Force, which had set out with the slogan of independence, suffered such an end? Where is she now? They said there was a new arrival yesterday. Maybe she will be in the women's army? If we could meet at least, it would be an alternative to this mental agony. While Captain Raghavan was absorbed in such thoughts, news came that the Major General was calling him. Why is he calling? Raghavan went to Kumar with wonder. He looked up and down at Captain Raghavan. Then he said, "Captain, I am going to entrust you with a very important job." Raghavan majestically said, "Much respect, General. I will carry out the order at the cost of my life." But something clicked in his mind. It is useless to say that I give my life. Kumar continues, I am entrusting the future of India to you. I will give you a letter. It is treachery to risk one's life on the way to carry it safely. For whom? Raghavan asked. Who else? It is for our great leader. Currently, Netaji is in Andaman Island. You have to go by air and give the letter, and get a reply. All the fear Raghavan harbored in his mind before meeting Kumar flew away. An unspeakable gratitude upon Kumar swelled in his heart. Very welcome, here, I am ready to leave, he said cheerfully. But this important letter cannot be handed over to you so easily. There is a test ahead of you. You must pass it. What test? Asked Raghavan. One of the troops who arrived here 4 days ago was suspected of being a British spy. On inquiry, it was confirmed. Don't you know what is the punishment for those who work among us as a spy? I know. Death sentence. You must carry out that sentence. Raghavan felt great horror in his mind, and stood there unable to speak. It was a woman who done this spy job. She was a woman of your acquaintance. Everything is now clear to Raghavan. She must be Revthi, no doubt. In this way, This deadly thief seeks an exact revenge on both of us. All these days, without expressing anything, everything was disguised. In anticipation of such an opportunity, Raghavan thought for a minute. He remembered the promise he had made, that he would carry out the orders of the commanders without saying a word. After accomplishing that, he decided to visit Netaji for the last time, and then settle his own guilt. "What do you think? Do you agree or not?" came the question in an authoritative voice. Executing the order, Raghavan said, gritting his teeth. "Very well, here's the gun. There are 5 bullets in it, all 5 must be discharged, may not the hand tremble to miss the mark." Saying this, Kumar took the gun lying on the table, and held it out. Raghavan was making up his mind by then, and took the gun without any hesitation. Captain Revthi was blindfolded, and placed on the side of a rock. Raghavan also stood 30 feet in front of her, and aimed the gun by closing his eyes. Pulled the key, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blasts erupted like 5 thunderbolts on top of Raghavan's head. His head was spinning. Again, he made a big effort and managed. When he opened his eyes, he saw the rock edge where Revthi was already standing, was surrounded by smoke. A figure lay on the ground amidst the smoke. From there, Captain Raghavan was rushed to the airport. After that he did not see Kumar. The letter was brought to him. The plane was ready. While trying to climb it, one of Raghavan's friends came and told him a message. He couldn't believe it. "Why are you lying and trying to deceive me? Why are you causing pain in my heart?" he asked. "No, Raghavan. I did not deceive you. I told the truth," said the friend. No time to talk. The propeller blades of the plane began to spin.